Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about what an AI agent is, what makes it agentic. I don't have time for this, but we'll see if I can get to agentic AI systems in the next video. Honestly, because even talking about what makes one AI agent agentic is a lot. All right, so let's do that. And whenever I do like a 0 to 1 design, I always consider, do I have a business use case for this? Do I have the infrastructure to support it before I can actually do the agentic software engineering or development? And then can we deploy it and monitor? That's our operations. So based on today's video, it's going to be a hypothetical use case. I want to keep it high level, very broad. Infrastructure, I don't want to go into databases, but I will talk about memory. I think that's important if I do have time for that. And then maybe in the next video when I talk about what makes it agentic, after this I'll talk about how to wrap it, put it on Docker and deploy it and ship it out, because once you do that for one of these agents, and then it's basically the same for the rest of your higher order systems. So that's the rationale there. So for today, we're going to go back over to making a AI agent. And so it starts with us, the user, where we pass in our input prompt, often called our user prompt. Sometimes, if you already know what you want your agent to be contextually, you can give it your system prompt. But if you just wanted like bare bones functionality, that's okay. But we'll assume you have a system prompt so that you have your output prompt. All right. Output prompt. I'll say this is response, and that's for a reason. All right. So to make it an AI, you have these language models. Whether it's small, large, internal, small, just let's keep it high level for now. It's just a language model. Things get complicated real fast, and I think this is complicated enough. All right. This is your basic AI agent, but what makes it interesting to make it agentic, which maybe I'll do in a different color, is the fact that once you have a response and then you give it some reasoning, let's say, reasoning and action, something called React, which will start here, because some of the other ones, just for people's awareness, so that you can do some homework, there's chain of thought, tree of thought, and graphical thought. That's kind of where we're at today. I'll put a star there. And you can get away with a lot with just the basic React, right? But sometimes I question these other methods. It's more of an advanced topic regarding context windows and hallucination. But yeah, once you have your reasoning and your response, then it can take action on the response that it generates. And so that's when we start getting to some of the really interesting agentic workflows that it affects the environment, the real world. Okay. And so right now, behind the scenes, it's still just text to text with some reasoning, and it wants the action on the output of the response. So in order to do that, sometimes you need to give it these things called tools. And so you're going to do some homework on that. I just wanted to give people awareness of what an AI agent is and these terminologies. Because the thing with tools is once you have many tools and the many agents, you really want to consider a model context protocol for the client side, which is your agent, and then your server to host and store the tools that you're developing so that I can access your tools cross-platform. So that's kind of where everything connects at a high level with agentic AI.